What's up guys, it is I, once again, MR.GAMER 990, and today guys and gals, I want to talk about and review the 2018 released action slash hack and slash video game and the third chapter in the Darksiders series, a video game franchise, hack and slash video game franchise which yours truly loves so much and has reviewed the first and second chapters of this series, which I do love very much so. And the first chapter was centered on war, and the second chapter was centered on Death himself, my favorite of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This third chapter in the Darksiders series centers on Fury, but don't worry guys and gals, because Strife, his tale will soon come, because this game was a huge success financially and has sold over 100,000 copies, which is what the company who developed and had produced this game, THQ Nordic, had expected it to gross. Strife's story will soon come, but this third chapter in the Darksiders series centers on our gal, our woman, our horseman, and she is Fury, who is based on the Greek goddess slash god, who I will talk about in a different video about this particular character, who's not actually one of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Fury, but I will get to that in due time. Fury is the only female member of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and her tale is told in the third chapter of the Darksiders series, which was developed by Gunfire Games and was published by THQ Nordic and was directed by John Pearl and was written by, co-written by four men who call themselves Men of Action Entertainment, and these four men includes Joe Kelly, Joe Casey, Duncan Rouleau, and Steven T. Seagal. Of all the names to choose from, they chose Men of Action Entertainment. Okay, sure, why not? This game was kinda well written, but this game is also flawed, very much so, compared to the first and second chapters of the Darksiders franchise, even though, in my personal opinion, this game is not as bad as the mixed reviews have said and made it out to be. This game has a strong character in Fury, who yours truly loves so much. I do, damn right. And Darksiders 3 is not the best in the series. That goes to my personal favorite, which is Darksiders 2, which centered on Death, and Death is so awesome and so badass and shared so many similarities to Raziel from the Soul Reaver slash Legacy of Kain series, which I will get to in another video centered on the Darksiders games. But this game is centered on the fourth member of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Fury, and her whip. She is so awesome and so cool. Fury is an awesome character and a very strong, introverted, and very powerful character. A strong woman who is also one of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and being that she is considered to be the most unintelligent, rambunctious, and the most out of control of the four. But Fury, her strength and power lies in her fury and rage, which comes in abundance. They do. Her anger and fury leads her on a path of destruction on Earth. Earth is currently and has always been under siege since Darksiders 1 and Darksiders 2, because the balance, the quote-unquote balance, has been broken. Fury, using this opportunity to become the leader and head of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, the Nephilim, all four Nephilims, who are a mixture of angels and demons, Fury wants to become the leader and head of, as well as the ruler, the one ruler of the world of man, of humanity, who are suffering because of the invasion of demons and monstrous creatures of the underworld who have been summoned by the 7 deadly sins, which includes gluttony, sloth, wrath, pride, greed, lust, and envy, who Fury must eliminate if she wants to be the one ruler of the world and head of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, as promised by her benefactors, the Charred Council. And Fury is accompanied by a Watcher very much like the Watcher from Darksiders 1, who had accompanied War, even though he was pretty much a warden watching over his prisoners. That Watcher was a son of a bitch. He was, guys and gals, but this Watcher accompanying Fury is much nicer. This Watcher also has a very amusing sense of humor. She does, and both she and Fury have a very fun and interesting chemistry with each other. They do, and nothing can stop her, Fury, in her quest to attain great powers in Darksiders 3. And my god, guys and gals, this game was so much fun despite its flaws, and the story was so great in my personal opinion, even though it's not perfect by any means. But this game, for what it is, was so good and so much fun to play through. Its story is a mixed bag, but in my personal opinion, it was good for what it was. Fury is a great character and has so much heart and so much soul, and this game is so self-aware and so funny as fuck. It was, guys and gals, especially in regards to how certain tropes and cliches in action, movies, and video games tend to play out. It's no different here in Darksiders 3, especially in the interactions between the Watcher and Fury, the two of who once again have a very good chemistry with each other. And the Watcher is so funny and so charming as hell, which is quite the opposite of Fury, who's filled with so much anger. And Fury, her anger tends to make her do reckless and stupid things, but Fury, her strength and power comes from her anger and rage, hence her name, Fury. Fury is also a very resourceful, independent, determined, and intelligent character who does what she has to do to survive. Fury, guys and gals, takes advantage of the fact that they assume that of her being stupid and nothing else, and Fury makes them pay the hard way. She does. The actress who plays Fury, she was so great and so awesome. She was, as were the actors and actresses who played their respective characters, which includes the makers who are these giant men and women who are blacksmiths and protectors of humanity. Guys, gals, I forgot to mention a couple of things. The actors and actresses, their individual names, including Fury and her actress, Sissy Jones is her name. The other actors and actress who voiced the makers, the quote-unquote giants of the game, they are Ulthane, Alia, and Karn. They are played by Jean-Benoit Blanc, L. Newlands, and of course Andre. I cannot say his last name, but you guys and gals will see it in the black screen right now. Once again, all of them were so great. They were, especially Sissy Jones as Fury. The second thing I wanted to mention to you guys and gals is one subplot, a huge subplot in Darksiders 3, and that is a conspiracy concerning the Charred Council and how the Charred Council might be betraying Fury and the Four Horsemen, her brothers. Yes, guys and gals, that's nothing new. ado, but yeah, guys and gals, resume with the video. This game is so good and so awesome and so much fun to play through. The story is so well told despite its flaws. The action is so great, and the option that players get to choose from in regards to the elemental powers of Fury is so great, and we see them manifest in her hair, her long hair, which goes from red, dark red to light red, yellow, blue, and purple. These colors, their elements includes fire, storm, ice, or stasis, and force. All of these elements Fury can attain and control at her will. And this game, once again, the action was so great and so awesome. It was. I do recommend you guys and gals play this game, Darksiders 3, the third chapter in the Darksiders series. Please do. Thank you guys and gals for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and do check out my other channel where I talk about movies, television programs, and anime series, etc. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.